Hi, I'm Mike Driscoll, the president of Indiana University of Pennsylvania, and it's my pleasure to talk to you today about a great partnership that illustrates a lot of what's right with IUP. We're very pleased to have our students working with Renda Broadcasting to provide you with video broadcast of Heritage Conference football games. Our students are working side by side with professionals in the industry, are making real-world discoveries, learning how to do the business of an actual broadcast, and we know that when they walk out the door, they'll be ready to go to work and be productive immediately. It's a great service, and it's a great way to feature our community athletic teams. Thanks very much.
You're watching Heritage Conference Tuesday Night Football, brought to you by the Communications Media Department of IUP and Renda Broadcasting. Tonight's matchup features the Purchase Line Red Dragons versus the Marion Center Stingers.
Kickoff brought to you by
YMCA, and they're kicking off. They've got trial week free, so check out the YMCA from Indiana County to try some of their youth programs for free coming up.
Todd Green is back to receive the kick for Purchase Line. Phil Crook is the man with the ball on the tee for Marion Center. This is one of the field houses where you really need the glasses. The kick will be fielded by Green, backs him up to the 4-yard line, and he starts from there. He's to the 10. The 20-yard line, chased down to the 25, gets through a tackler, still on his feet, and he's out at the 27, close to the 28-yard line. That's where the Red Dragons start out.
A lot of the Stingers on the kickoff not being quite as aggressive in trying to attack Green. They kind of stayed back and, I'll make it work. But they were able to make the tackle, not allow him to really get any room to run.
Alex Sunderland is your quarterback for the Red Dragons. And they are so very far away that it's going to be awful difficult for us to tell who has the ball in any given situation.
They don't do quite as much deception as the Stingers do, so.
They will start in the I formation, and Sunderland will hand it to the tailback. And Seister is going to get it out to the 30. It looks like a pickup of 2, and it'll be second down and 8 yards to go. Grant Seister is the very, very talented runner, wearing number 23, running the tailback out of the straight I formation.
Sunderland can put the ball up in the air, and he can go over the top if they've got that running game work, and they'll go to play action. They got to be careful of that, but I think if you're Marion Center, you're trying to stop the run right away.
On second down and 8, Sunderland is going to give it to him once again, and Seister
ball
fumbles the football. I thought it was a helmet. It was actually the football, and who's on it is the question. Purchase Line seems to think they are, and it appears that they are. They took a terrific hit right on the football, and it popped it free, went forward a little bit out to the 34-yard line. It will be third down and about 5 to go.
And who came up with it is William Seister. He was right into his arms, just happened to be at the right place, right time. And he doesn't catch that ball. That's Marion Center going the other way.
Boy, you can see that? I can't even see those numbers.
Just a good guess.
Third down. Purchase Line moved a little. Nothing called. Sunderland back to pass. He's got his man out on the flat. That's Green. Green is going to be stopped, but it looks like he has the first down. The tackle made by Craig Irvin.
He caught the ball right just ahead of the marker from up here from the looks of things. He backtracked just a little bit, but I think they're going to roll forward progress, and it looks like he's going to get the first down.
They eyeball it from across the field. Look out over the crowd, and they do give him the first down. So Purchase Line gets the first of the evening, and their football is out to about the 39-yard line. Red Dragons, first possession of the football game, straight I formation once again. And the handoff is to Seister. Tries to work the left side. He gets free, and he's got 10. He's got 15 yards, and he's into purchase line or Marion Center territory and down all the way to the 44-yard line.
Hits that hole so quickly. And they open up just enough room for him to run through. But boy, he hit it quickly and he popped free and got a huge gain there.
17 yards on the carry for Grant Seister.
Nice little spin move, got a couple extra yards at the end of the play, just spinning off a tackle.
To the line of scrimmage once again. And the Red Dragons on 1st and 10 from the 44. Here's Seister again. Marion Center wraps him up, but he's able to drag his tackler forward. He gets it close to the 45, or to the 40, I should say. Pickup of about 3. Let's make it 2nd down and 7.
Now, Marion Center, there's a 21 down there. Am I seeing that right?
Yeah, and I'll be able to tell you who that is in a couple of moments.
Okay, because he was in on that tackle.
That's Thad Welch, who wears 56 or 21.
Well, he's wearing 21 tonight, and he made that tackle. That was a good play by Thad, so I want to make sure I gave him credit for it. And
Gavin Ewing is the fullback in this I formation. Red Dragons, 2nd down and about 6, and bursting through the line, getting into the open for the 1st down. It's Seister once again. Now he works to the outside, breaks a couple of more tackles, and he's down all the way to the 21-yard line. Terrific, tough running after the hit by Grant Seister.
Boy, not easy to bring down at all. And you know, again, hits the hole quickly, gets through that hole, spins around, finds some open running room, and boy, they just could not bring him down. And that's another 16-yard gain for him. He's 5 carries on the ground. They've all been to Grant Seister, and he's made a lot happen already in this football game.
They pull it back to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 from there for purchase line on the opening possession of the football game. They've been straight eye the whole way. They've been Seister for the most part, and here he comes again. He'll get it to the 20 before he's spun down there. And off the bottom of the pile for Marion Center is Welch once again.
And purchase line looking like they're going to that left side of the line an awful lot here on this opening drive, relying on a lot of those runs to the left, running behind some of those big guys.
7 plays on the drive. 6 of them have been runs by Grant Seister. And here come the Red Dragons on 2nd down and a long 7 from just inside the 20-yard line. Opening drive of the football game. I formation behind Sunderland once again. And he's going to give it to his fullback and getting it down to about the 15-yard line. A pickup of about 5. That's number 20. That's Gavin Ewing. And it will be 3rd down and about 3 to go. Ewing is a senior, 5'9", 145. Operating out of the fullback position. 3rd down, big call here for the Red Dragons. And big enough that they're going to call timeout. Timeout on the field, we take a timeout too. 0-0 our score in the opening possession of the football game. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Football Friday on 92.5 FM U92, the MSA Sports Network.
Are you sure that was Ewing and not Rice?
No, I'm not.
Huh?
I'm not. I just assumed it was Ewing.
Because Ewing has been lining up as a receiver, Rice is a fullback. It
Just
might be.
one here, Danielle.
They may have thrown him back there. I don't know.
Well, I was reading 20 earlier. Maybe it is 30.
I might be wrong.
Red Dragons face a 3rd down and 3 from the 15-yard line of Marion Center. They'll come right off the sideline. Hunter Rice is the fullback, so that last carry was his and not Gavin Ewing's. And the freshman lines up at the fullback position again. Here comes Seister. He's got room, and he's got close to the 1st down, and I believe he has it at about the 11. Another 1st down carry for purchase line. This very impressive drive continues.
Made a quick cut off the block right at the line of scrimmage, did Grant Seister. The hole wasn't open, but he made a quick cut off of that block and was able to push forward, find a little bit of running room. We've got a nice little drizzle going out there as well. If you look up at the lights, don't notice it quite as much, but you know, we got some rain out there.
1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Rice and Seister, the I formation behind Sunderland, the quarterback. Steps under center, turns. Here's Seister right up the middle of the football field, powers it into the end zone, touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown run from Seister makes it 6-0. Purchase line.
Boy, he's had a nice, I'm going to tally up his numbers here, but boy, he's had a nice drive here. Grant Seister's done a great job. He found some running here, but he's not been an easy guy to bring down, and he hits that hole hard. He's able to find, the open space, and just a junior there, but boy, he runs with a purpose when he's out there in the open field.
He's going to try for the extra point, too. It's a 73-yard drive, and all but 11 of them are Grant Seister's yardage. The snap is good. The kick is not. It is, actually. Somehow that went through. It didn't look like it. 7-0, Purchase line with the lead. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Football Friday from our S&T Bank broadcast booth on 92.5 FM U92 and the MSA Sports Network.
In the Communications Media Department, we have a wide variety of focuses to fit each individual's talents and interests. From our high-definition cameras and our professional editing software to our motion capture lab and everything in between. The Communications Media Department at Indiana University of Pennsylvania has what you need. Visit our website to find out more about video, photography, audio, graphics, and more.
Colton Fairman back deep along with Noah Hoover to receive the kick from Purchase line after the Red Dragons put together a very impressive drive. 10 plays, 73 yards, 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Grant Seister with an 11-yard touchdown run. Our drive summary brought to you by Wood Chevrolet of Plumville. A Wood deal is a good deal.
Grant had 8 carries for 62 yards on that drive alone, so that is awfully impressive. Running behind some of those guys on that offensive line, in particular on the left-hand side of the line. Colin Jennings, one of the guys running behind a lot there. So
Seister will approach for the kickoff and take a line drive that's going to carry all the way into the end zone. It bounced at about the 6-yard line and went all the way through. So Marion Center will start at their 20-yard line. If you ask Brandon Overdorf before the game, would you take a 5-minute drive that ends in a score to start the football game, what do you think he'd say?
I don't know of any coach in the conference that would say they wouldn't take that. The coaches love that, and they only threw the ball one time. They completed it, so they kept the clock running the entire time off of that drive. 9 plays, and what was it, 68 yards on the opening drive. Very, very impressive drive for the Purchase line Red Dragons, and now Marion Center has a chance to answer.
Blake Orr with Colton Fairman as his starting back. His helmet is ripped off. A penalty flag comes in. That might be a horse collar on Purchase line.
Well, they're going to call them one way or another. They got his helmet off, so they're either tackling high and
personal foul, face mask, Purchase line.
So somehow they got that helmet off, and you could tell as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, that helmet was ripped off, and he just kind of hesitated. You don't want to keep going forward when you're running into about 5 red and white jerseys.
The new rule is you immediately stop. You are not allowed to continue to participate in the play when you lose your helmet. So 15 yards here to start out, and that'll get Marion Center much better field position at the 35-yard line. As Purchase line commits a pretty severe penalty on the first defensive play. So it's 1st and 10 Marion Center from the 35. Blake Orr, your quarterback. Fairman is your fullback. And Hoover comes in motion. Fairman gets the carry, and he's going to get about 2 on first down.
And it's important to remember Noah Hoover was not in the lineup last week against Penn's Manor. I do think that had an impact on this offense. I think he adds another whole other dimension to what this offense can do. But Fairman that time got about 2 yards.
Seister and Brandon Troop on the tackle. John Lucas not playing tonight for Marion Center with the ankle sprain. You can smell the rain, can't you? It's coming down a little bit harder. Yeah. 2nd down, and the carry belongs to Fairman once again.
Colton did a good job shaking off the first tackle. Got hit right near the line of scrimmage and just was able to power forward, shake off that tackle, get a couple extra yards. He's still about 5 yards shy of the first down, but was able to make something out of nothing there.
3 on that carry. 3rd down and 5 coming up for Marion Center. Trying to answer Purchase line's very impressive opening drive as the Red Dragons drove it down the field and scored. Jake Bothell will bring the play in to Blake Orr, his quarterback.
And you wonder how this rain may affect Blake Orr. Can throw the football. Had a couple great opportunities last week that were dropped by receivers, but this rain may affect that.
2 men split to the left. Orr is back to pass. Rolling, and he passes to the corner. and overthrows his intended receiver, Hoover. Incomplete, and Marion Center is going to have to punt.
And you just wonder. I mean, things like that. I thought last week, especially in that first half, I thought Blake Orr was really dead on with his accuracy throwing the football. He had a couple of really, really good passes right in the arms of receivers that were dropped early in that football game. Two of those, I think, were touchdowns. I think Coach Malicki agreed with that in your conversation with him. But that time, just so much harder to grip that football when it's wet and raining the way it is and it's coming down harder. That may have affected that pass.
Orr is back to punt, standing on his 29. Ewing is the return man. The punt is a very good one, and it will be fielded at the 27, and that's where Purchase Line will take over after the fair catch by Gavin Ewing. 7-0, the Red Dragons lead it with 5:26 left in the first quarter. See if we get our media timeout. What do you want to bet?
Well, based on the last couple of weeks, I will say no.
Purchase Line takes over.
But I'm not a betting man, so.
Their 27-yard line. Leading at 7-0. And I would think the formula would be about the same for Brandon Overdorf and his crew. Until they can stop you, just keep running it up the middle.
They were so effective with that in the first drive.
On first down, the turn and the carry for Seister, and jumping on him right away for Marion Center was number 50. Is that Jacob Rankin, or is that a 60?
Nope, that was Rankin. At least that's what I can see up here.
We should explain to people that we're high atop Mount Molino here. And
it's a great view, but as far as reading numbers go, it's awfully tough. I love the atmosphere, but it's just tough being this far up. And with some of these teams, the way the numbers are on the jerseys, they're not the easiest to read even if you're closer.
These ones are okay tonight. On second down, Seister again right up the middle of the football field, and he runs right into the shoulder tackle of Kyle McCullough, who drops him at about the 40-yard line, and it will be third down and about 8 to go.
Well, you said it right before this drive that we're going to run it and keep doing what we did in that first drive until you stop us. I think Marion Center knows that they weren't real creative, and that's not a knock on Purchase Line at all. It was just working so effectively, but they weren't real creative with that first drive as far as what they did. You got to keep doing it if you're Purchase Line, and I think Marion Center now catching on a little bit, and they're just overloading that one side to stop them.
Well, they just packed 8 men in the box. On third down, they're going to try to pitch it, run it outside with Seister. He gets forward, but not enough for the first down. He's out to about the 36-yard line before Marion Center shuts it down.
And they keep running left, and almost every one of their runs so far here tonight has been left, maybe save for 2 runs. So out of 10 or so, 10, 11 runs that they've had in this football game, all but 2 of them have come to the left-hand side. And I think Marion Center now cheating. You said 8 guys in the box, and they were all overloading on that one side. Finally got a stop.
Punt situation here. Jonathan Baker on that last stop. And back to punt it for Purchase Line. Is that a 53 or a 63? Must be a 63. I don't have one of those on my roster either. Try it again, fellas. Awaiting the snap on fourth down and 3. And they do get the punt off. Fair catch signaled for and taken by Marion Center. And the Stingers will take over at the 32, let's call it the 36-yard line, rather. 3:04 to go in the opening quarter. They trail it 7-0. And another offensive set.
Just got that punt off, too. Some good pressure by the Stinger punt return team or punt block team. And by the time he got the punt off, a shorter punt, that fair catch was made while being surrounded by about 4 or 5 Purchase Line Red Dragons. Not the easiest thing to do.
Hoover and Fairman in the backfield together now behind the quarterback Blake Orr. And on first down, he'll pitch it for Noah Hoover. Try to make a cut. And he is tackled there by Purchase Line's Gavin Ewing. He got it out to the 39-yard line, a pickup of 3. Second down coming up.
Getting up a little slow there was James Hawley.
Well, he comes off the field now.
Coming off and holding his leg a little bit, but he got popped there, making a good block on the outside.
Right hamstring or thigh of some sort. He's a key to their defense. Right now he's on the offensive side. Second down and 7 to go. Again, twin backs, and Orr drops back to throw. He's got Hoover as protection. He releases and threw to a spot, but the receiver never got there. Incomplete, third down coming up.
Well, the receiver wasn't really that open. They had two guys going out into patterns that time, and neither one of them were open. When you're not running the football all that effectively, it doesn't make that play action work very well. And that's what a lot of Marion Center's passes are predicated on, getting those linebackers to at least bite a little bit on the play fake. And the wind is picking up here as well.
It is.
So
That's going to affect the passing game. 3rd down and 7 for the Stingers. And Orr under center with Bothell split wide to the right. And he's going to go for him on the slant. He got him. And a first down catch. And he took the hit.
He didn't catch it, though. He dropped it.
Did he really? It looked like he had
hit him right in the hands. And, the door slammed shut behind us from the wind. But,
Thank you, Don.
Thank you very much. Yeah, ball hit him in the hands. It was actually a well-thrown ball that time by Blake Orr. Unfortunately, not able to hang on to it. And that's been a little bit of the problem last week as well. A couple great thrown balls by Orr, but receivers not hanging on to the ball.
He took the hammer is what it was. Ewing is back to receive the punt from Orr. Second punt of the night for Marion Center. With 2:13 left in the quarter. Low snap, no rush, and a line drive punt is going to roll out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. Red Dragons will take over there, leading 7-0. We take a timeout on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Football Friday, 92.5 FM U92, MSA Sports.
It's the most anticipated concert of the year, a B.E. Taylor Christmas, coming to the Kovalchik Complex, December 20th. The B.E. Taylor Christmas Concert.
Feel the love of Christmas. It's never out of style.
Renda Broadcasting's Teddy Bear Fund Drive, in cooperation with S&T Bank, present a very special evening at the Kovalchik Complex.
Oh, come all ye faithful.
December 20th.
Did you know?
Come share in this breathtaking celebration of holiday spirit. Tickets are on sale now.
So this is Christmas.
Tickets for a B. Taylor Christmas are on sale now at 1-800-298-4200 or online at kovalchikcomplex.com. The magic of a B.E. Taylor Christmas returns December 20th.
1st and 10, Purchase line leading 7-0 from their 27-yard line. Red Dragons take over, and they hand off to Grant Seister, and there he goes. Seister into the defensive secondary, breaks through, spins, and he's to the 50, to the 40-yard line, and down that right sideline he goes. Can they get him? They do, but all the way down at the 18-yard line.
Wow, Noah Hoover finally brought him down, but he was hit after. He still gained about 10 yards, was hit, and was able to break free, spin away from that tackle. Nice job. Again, he's a tough guy to bring down. They're trying to arm tackle him and drag him down, and he just spun away from it, and then he burst forward, and it was just one-on-one, him and Noah Hoover, he and Noah Hoover. And it looks as if they're going to spot him at about, I think you were right, the 18-yard line. Good
55
job.
55 yards on the carry. Grant Seister is piling it up in this first quarter. And it's 1st and 10 Red Dragons from the 18 of the Stingers. Sunderland turns, gives it to Seister again. They cut him down at the 16-yard line, a pickup of 2.
McCullough got in there and just timed the snap perfectly, dove at the legs of Seister and knocked him down. If he doesn't do that, he had some more running room there. So that was a good tackle by McCullough because Seister looked like he might be running that one in the end zone.
It's one of those situations where you can stop a guy 3, 4, 5 times in a row, but then he's going to pop one on you, and that's how backs pile up the yardage. It is 2nd down and about 7 from the 16-yard line. The carry Seister's hit in the backfield, and down he goes. You know, it's funny, when these guys come up and they hit him, their feet fly up in the air, and it takes a while to get them down. Hawley in on that tackle. Also up there was 21 Welch, and it's actually a loss back to the 17. So give them a loss of 1 and make it 3rd down now, and 9 to go.
Seister has 14 carries for 126 yards already in this football game. We're still in the first quarter.
For another 40 seconds we are. 3rd down and 9 for the Red Dragons. And Sunderland, flag flies. He's back to pass. He's got his man, but he overshoots him, intending it for Ewing, or no, intended that out in the flat for Quentin Woods, and we'll check out the flag. Coming from where it did, it's a procedure call on purchase line, I believe. It is. So now the decision is to decline the penalty and make it 4th down and about 9 to go. And that's a risk that Dave Malicki's taking there.
If I'm Coach Malicki, though, I definitely decline that. Make them, they have 9 yards to go. Make them earn that 1st down. You accept that the way Grant Seisser is running the football, he picks up another 10 yards on the next play. You're looking at 4th and 5, 4th and 4, as opposed to 4th and 9. I let them.
All right, they need to flip the down marker. It should be 4th down here. There they go.
He did decline it.
4th down, and look, they're moving that down marker.
No,
how can they do that?
Well, no, he did decline it. They're just wiping off the football. That's what they're doing.
They moved the down marker back to the 16. How did they gain a yard on an incomplete pass? At any rate, it's 4th down, and Sunderland is back to pass. He's being chased, and he throws it incomplete. Sunderland was wiped out by the blitzing Fairman. Marion Center holds and will take over on downs. A good sequence for the Stingers as they take over with 23 seconds left in the quarter.
And there was a flag on the play late, but that was a holding call against Purchase Line. Declined by the Stingers, and Marion Center now a good defensive stand here with 23.5 seconds left. They're going to take the football over. Still some pretty deep field position. They're going to have to move, get a couple of 1st downs here, get themselves in some better position.
See, they put it at the 16. The loss on the previous play was to the 17. So that's a bad spot. 1st down, though. Colton Fairman is going to get the fake, and then Orr is going to keep it himself, and off he goes. Follows Fairman down to the right side and gets it out all across the 30 to the 35 and close to the 40-yard line. A nice carry by Blake Orr with 15 seconds left. He may have gotten out of bounds to stop the clock.
Alex Strong, one of the big, I think that's Alex. Well, I'm trying to read the Matt Janosko. Let's get Alex Strong. May have had a hand in it, but Matt Janosko, the 0 and the 8 looked the same, but he got out there. He made a nice block and helped spring that play. So
it's a 22-yard carry. Now they pull this thing back a little bit and turn it into a 20-yard carry. These guys are driving me nuts here tonight. 1st and 10, Marion Center, with 15 seconds left, and Orr is going to give it to the 1st man, and that should be Fairman, and he's still battling, and will be brought down after a pickup of about 5 yards. And that is going to do the quarter. 7-0. Purchase Line leads it at the end of 1 on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night. 92.5 FM U92, the MSA Sports Network.
Creepy, kooky, mysterious, and spooky. Coming to IUP's Performing Arts Center, the Addams Family. Lively Arts Ovations proudly presents a terrific musical, sharp with fun for the whole family. Tickets go on sale September 24 at the Hub box office and IUPtickets.com.
Well, they gave Colton Fairman 6 on 1st down, and so it is 2nd down and 4 for Marion Center from their 44, close to their 44-yard line. Trailing 7-0 as we begin the 2nd quarter of play, and Noah Hoover will get the carry for the Stingers. Battle for that 1st down. I think he got forward for the 1st. Hoover's carry, they'll spot the football at about the 47-yard line, and that should be enough for the first. It is. So 4 yards there for Hoover. Purchase line with a big drive to open the game to make it 7-0. Stopped on their second drive. The Stingers trying to put something together here tonight for their first time. And it's 1st and 10 from the 47. Welch is in motion, and Orr keeps the football himself, gets by a tackler in the backfield, and then he is met across the 50 at about the 48-yard line.
Nice little stutter step, too, by Blake Orr. Was dead to rights, really, in the backfield, and just slipped out of the hands of one tackle. I can tell you, with the way this weather is right now, the rain is coming down harder and harder. You're trying to arm tackle, you're going to slip right out of those tackles if you're running the football. So if you're a defense, you got to get a body on the ball carrier. Do not try to arm tackle them. That could be a recipe for disaster.
Now that rain looks really hard in the lights. You were just out there. Is it as hard as it looks?
Yes. Went out to my truck, and it's coming down pretty good.
All right, twin backs. And the carry this time goes to Colton Fairman, and Fairman is forward to about the 46-yard line. It'll be 3rd down, and they're going to need about 3 for the first.
And it makes it tough. Just as far as trying to grab onto a jersey, those jerseys are so slick. And if you're trying to throw the football, you can see them starting to wipe down the football after every play. That football it's a different type of grip for a quarterback. So if they try to throw it, just not able to get the same kind of grip on it, not able to make the same throw.
3rd and 3, and Orr drops to throw. He's got a man. He can't hook up with him, though, intending that pass in the flat for Derek Simpson, who's wearing number 44 this week, wore number 8 the last couple of weeks. It will be 4th down and 3 for Marion Center, trailing 7-0. I'm thinking Coach Paul DeHaven is going to go for this, but a punt would not be a bad call here either to pin him deep.
But you can just see even that
Orr is in punt formation.
Yeah, that throw there just off the mark, and we saw him being very, very accurate last week.
I don't know the purchase line believes this is a punt, but it is. And he aims it for the corner. It bounces at about the 14-yard line, and we're rolled dead at the 8, and that's where purchase line will take over, deep in their territory, leading it 7-0 with 10-12 left in the first half.
That was a great punt, too. A line drive punt. Looked actually like it might have momentum enough to take it in the end zone, but because of the wet field, it hit right at the 9-yard line and only bounced another yard. It just kind of died there because of the field being so wet.
So the Stingers hoping that their defense can make a stand here and force purchase line to punt from their end zone, and Marion Center get the ball back with great field position.
These conditions, too, it looks like it's continuing to come down hard. It's a running football game here. You're not going to be able to put the ball in the air with a whole lot of effectiveness here tonight.
Well, Mr. Seister is going to try to change their minds. Sunderland is under center on 1st down. He's going to turn, and he's going to give it to his fullback. And he will get it out to about the 15, so a big 7-yard pickup on 1st down by the purchase line fullback, the freshman Hunter Rice. They're going to pull it back and save 5 yards on the game.
Hunter's a tough runner, spends a lot of his time hitting that hole early and trying to get a good block on for Mr. Seister, but they're able to use him effectively. Boy, just a freshman, too. It's amazing to look at some of these kids, how young they are and how good they are here, not just with purchase line, but in the conference. 2nd
down and 5, Seister's carry right side, and he's going to drag some tacklers with him, get it out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 1st down carry. He picks up 8 more.
You know what I like about that run, too, Todd, is the fact that there wasn't a whole lot of room in that hole. It's not like some of the holes that he's had where he busts this big run. He knew he was going to get some resistance right away, and a lot of running backs will hesitate, try to bounce it outside. He just lowered his head and just plowed forward and actually picked up speed as he got towards that resistance.
And he clamped down on the football, too, which was important. All right, they're going to spot it right on the 20, so give them 7 on the carry and make it 1st down and 10 purchase line, leading 7-0. They've gotten themselves a little bit of room. And Sunderland, the quarterback, hands it to Seister. He's got a big hole on the left side, and he gets it out across the 25 to the 27-yard line before he's brought down. Once again, the tackle by Baker of Marion Center, but a good 1st down hole there for Grant Seister.
And if I'm the Stingers, I'm cheating a little bit on that left side. That's where they got a couple of stops early on, was where they overloaded that left side a little bit, or their right side of the defense, but the left side of the offense. Purchase line running, in particular when Seister has that football, he's almost always running to that left side.
2nd down and 3 for the Red Dragons, leading at 7-0. And on the end around, here comes Todd Green. He wants to get out into open space. He makes a move and gets the first down, but a great open field tackle. It will be the first down, but give a lot of credit there to Craig Irvin because he played off a blocker, waited for the runner to get to him. However, there is a flag, and it could be a face mask.
Well, no, it's actually going against Purchase line. I'm trying to see what, a legal block in the back, I believe it was, against the Red Dragons out in the field. So that was one of the receivers on the right-hand side. Might have been for the Red Dragons, Ewing.
So it is going to be a 10-yard penalty on Purchase line. Because of the spot at which it occurred, it's going to cost them only 2 yards total, and it will be 2nd down and 5.
And as I'm saying here, cheat a little bit to the right side of the defense, the left side of the offense. They run that end-around play. I think Marion Center might have been trying to do that. Great open field tackle, though, that helped prevent anything bigger.
All right, it will be 2nd down and 5 for the Red Dragons. 7:53 left in the half. The backs in the I formation once again, and the handoff comes to the freshman. And he's got the first down up the right side. Once again comes the freshman fullback Hunter Rice, and he carries it out to close to the 35-yard line.
They got such quick feet, too. They're just able to see a tackler coming and just do a couple of quick shuffle steps to get around these guys. Great job, too. 9th grader, freshman. Wow.
They gave him 9 to the 34. It'll be 1st and 10. Red Dragons. 7:34 left in the second quarter. They lead at 7-0. This drive started at the 8. Sunderland gives it to Seister. Again, a hole. It closes, but he's able to drag the tackler forward. He had around his waist, draped around his waist, was Jacob Rankin. And he got him forward for about 2, close to 3 yards.
And credit some of those big guys up front for Purchase line. And as we talked about, maybe they're not as big as some of the other teams in the conference. Neither one of these two teams. But they're opening holes, and they're winning the battle in the trenches right now. Purchase line is. They're getting a push, and every run is getting some type of positive yardage.
In the eye, the carry, Seister out across the 40 to the 41. He's going to chew up another 3 or 4. He got 3 on first down. He's going to need 4 for the first down, so give him 3 more. And Grant Seister's approaching 200 yards for the half, isn't he?
I'm going to add them up here quickly, but
3rd down and 4 for Purchase line, just across the 40-yard line. Approaching midfield. Sunderland, the quarterback. Seister, the tailback, gets the carry. He's going to be short of the first down. Tackle that time by Marion Center. That young man will turn toward, that's Colton Fairman again. 4th down, and it's going to be about 2 for the first. So the Red Dragons most likely to punt here. I don't think they want to give Marion Center the ball at this point of the football field, but you never know.
19 carries, 149 yards in the first half. So he's approaching 150, but 19 carries in the first half.
They are lining up to go for this, and they're going power I in order to do it. 4th down and 2. Trying to draw Marion Center offside. McCullough got up there. And unfortunately, that's a procedure call on Purchase line.
That right guard, they were trying to draw the other team offsides, and unfortunately, you get the guard being a little too anxious over there, and
that'll change your call now. They'll have to punt it.
I don't think there's any question about it. 5:26, your defense has shut them out so far. See what you can do.
And it is number 53 back there for Purchase line, and they don't have a 53 on their roster. So he's going to punt it. We know that much, and Colton Fairman is back deep to receive it, standing at his 34-yard line. And the punt is a good one. Boy, it drove well over his head. It bounces at the 23-yard line, Goes all the way inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. We don't know who that kid is, but he's got a leg.
Both of these teams have had some really good punts. That's back-to-back punts, one for each team that has gone inside the 10.
So Marion Center will take over with 5:04 left in the half.
Well, that one's
trailing 7-0.
That is just inside. Yep.
It'll be at the 7-yard line.
So that's pretty impressive. Both teams.
Sort of makes you wish I'd actually paid attention to where he punted from, huh? Or the line of scrimmage, so I can tell you how long that punt was.
Either way, 5 minutes, 4 seconds left here in the half, and the Stingers, boy, they need to find a way to get something going here.
The referee came in and stopped the play before Marion Center could get it off. He's talking to Blake Orr right now. He says, okay, I'm set, we can go. Marion Center, I think, wanted to jump out here quickly and surprise them, but they never got the chance to. The handoff will come to, is that Hoover? Noah Hoover. And he'll get it out across the 10 to the 13, maybe the 14-yard line. So a gain of 7 for Noah. Marion Center has the guys to run the football. They've just got to find a way to get them a little bit of space, and that's going to come from that front line. Second down.
Interestingly enough, Todd, Seister has 19 carries. Marion Center's only run 13 plays.
And dropped back in the backfield is Noah Hoover, who never got a chance to get going, or was that Colton Fairman? That was Fairman.
Fairman on that play.
It'll be a loss of about 2. So they gave Hoover 5 on that first down, said his knee was down. A loss of 2 here for Fairman. We'll put the football back at the 11-yard line. Marion Center in desperate need of a first down here, because if they have to punt from there, Purchase Line's going to get great field position. The clock at 3:54, lots of time left in the half. Orr is back to pass for Marion Center. He's got a man across the middle, and he catches it out to the 21-yard line. Nice reception there. And that was Noah Hoover.
Yeah, not an easy throw to make or an easy catch by Hoover or Blake Orr, and that's a nice job to complete that. That was one they desperately needed, as you said. Boy, if they punt from there, you're giving them great field position and not a lot of time left on the clock here in the half, but certainly enough.
Pickup of 10 on that reception. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. And Orr will drop to throw again. He's going long left, and it is intercepted on that right sideline. Heading up the sideline with a lot of green. Purchase Line. And driving it inside the 5. And did he get into the end zone? He did. The interception return for the Purchase Line Red Dragons. Now all that's needed is for me to find out who did it. I'm thinking Seister or Green. You can't tell.
Looks
from
like
up
Ewing.
Here. It is just so far away that we really can't tell. We're going to have to check it out and find out.
Yeah, I thought that
I'd like to give you
Ewing.
a more spectacular touchdown call there on the interception return, but it's just impossible to do from here.
He stepped right in front of Bothell, and Bothell, I think, misread that play because didn't get up there to fight for that ball as much as I think he'd want to, and just a great job of following the blockers to get in the end zone for that interception return.
Seister's extra point is up and good. 14-0 Purchase Line on an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night. 92.5 FM U92, the MSA Sports Network.
All your professors, all of them, they know that all it takes is one dreamer with passion, one person, and they hope in each of you that you might be that one who makes a longer-lasting light bulb, who writes music for the ages, who reaches into the mind and discovers a new star, and who can change the world of a 5th grader. We're gathered here to hope in you.
14-0 Purchase Line. The interception returned 45 yards by Gavin Ewing. And again, we apologize for the very lame touchdown call there, but it was just impossible for us to see who it was because, let's face it, we're in the next county calling this game. But the Red Dragons do lead at 14-0. Also 14-0 Indiana in their game against Greensburg-Salem. The Little Indians lead that one, and they need that one desperately. Red Dragons to kick it off. Fairman and Hoover are back to receive for Marion Center. And this is a short kick that will bounce at about the 17 and then be picked up by Hoover on the far side, and Noah's out across the 25 to the 30-yard line and down to the 33. And that's where Marion Center takes over, trailing now 14-0. And Purchase Line has pretty well had their way with the Stingers in this game so far.
Oh, they've dominated time of possession. They've dominated the number of plays that have been run. They're on the scoreboard winning right now. You know, the key is going to be seeing what they do right here. I think Marion Center gets the football to start the second half.
They do.
But with 3 minutes to go, you just had an interception. Are you going to try to force the issue here? You still have 3 timeouts left. You know, do you try to put the football in the air with these conditions right now?
They'll split Simpson to the right, and Orr, the quarterback, will hand it. And bursting up the middle, good yardage on first down, is Noah Hoover. And looks like he'll get 9 before he's brought down by Purchase Line's Jordan Johns.
I think if anything, maybe you're hurrying up here a little bit, running in a hurry-up offense, even if you're only running the football.
2:45 left in the half. And Orr bobbles the snap. It's on the field. Somebody has to get on it. Is it Purchase Line? That's the question. We're waiting for the signal. Red Dragons say it's ours. They're trying to unpile the bodies. And the signal is Marion Center retaining possession. It looks like the Stingers will maintain possession of the football.
It's a break that time.
It'll be 3rd down and about 3 to go. A loss of 2 on that fumble.
Could have been much worse, though. And that may dictate here what happens for the remainder of this drive. Marion Center maybe just playing it conservative. Oh, you never know. They may try to go after it. Still
inside 2 minutes. That's not a bad spot on the football field to be. Orr is going to give it to Hoover, and he bakes into the secondary. He's got his first down. Nice close, though, by Purchase Line to shut down what could have been a bigger carry. And he's brought down at about the 40. It is a first down.
Got about 5 yards on the play.
There was Ewing on the stop. So Noah Hoover picks up the first. The clock continues to roll with 1:49 left in this first half. The Stingers trailing the Red Dragons 14-0. Marion Center football. Hoover's in motion. Orr is back to pass. 5 steps and down the center of the field. Overthrew the intended receiver, as he was looking for Hawley out there.
Rain keeps coming down just as hard. 1:37 here left to go in the half, and you can see what happens. They're just not able to get a good. The quarterback, Blake Orr, normally more composed back there, but just cannot get a good throw off right now.
2nd down and 10. Clock stops on the incompletion. Fairman and Hoover in the backfield, and Hoover's carry right side. Purchase Line wraps him up. Down he goes. Seister is there. Also in on that tackle for the Red Dragons was one of their bigger players, William Seister. The Seister boys teaming up. William goes 5'11", 250. Grant 5'10", 187. No gain, 3rd down and 10.
And Noah had to break a couple tackles just to get back to the line of scrimmage on that.
Orr sets up to pass, comes back the other way for Noah Hoover. Over his head, falls incomplete. 4th down coming up. They'll have to punt. And the clock shows 1:01 left in the half. And Purchase Line, I believe, do they have 2 timeouts? Somebody took a timeout
3.
earlier.
I believe each team is 3.
That can't be right, because somebody did take a timeout on that first possession. I think it was
Purchase Line. You're right. So that would be, the scoreboard is wrong. I believe they have, Purchase Line would have 2. Marion Center, I still believe, has 3.
The punt situation, Orr standing at his 34-yard line. And I don't think Ewing has dropped. Now he's going to drop deep. And, Orr punted it, and then he went down. Nobody around him. It sort of looked like his knee buckled. He still got off a good kick, and it rolls dead at the 14-yard line. But
he's coming off slow.
Blake Orr. He punted that, and then as he came down, I think his foot just slid, and it buckled a little bit. 51 seconds left in the half. Purchase line leading 14-0, and they take over the football at the 14. I would think that they'll just run a couple up the middle. If something breaks for them, they'll take it. Otherwise, they'll just want to protect the ball.
I think you're right. You got the lead. You know, you're dominating. I don't want to say dominating, but really, you're controlling this football game. I think is the best word for it, controlling. And just be careful with it. Don't turn it over here in this part of the field.
On first down, Sunderland, the quarterback is going to give it to Rice, and the fullback will get it out across the 15. They gave him the 15 as the original line of scrimmage, so a 2-yard gain there for Hunter Rice. And they'll be content to let this clock tick away. 37 seconds left in the half. This is as complete a first half as Brendan Oberdorf, the head coach of the Dragons, would have asked for. 2nd down and 8 coming up. This will be the last snap of the half. Most likely, and they'll go power I. Which means they'll probably give it to one of the up men. No, they don't. They give it to Seister, and he comes up the middle, gets it out to the 23. Stop there. That'll be the half. The pickup was about 4 yards for Grant Seister. And we played a half of football. It is purchase line 14, Marion Center nothing. On an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night from our S&T Bank broadcast booth on 92.5 FM U92, IUP TV, and the MSA Sports Network.
My name is Howie Bagosa, and I am a designer for Disney Interactive Studios. So I design video games, specifically Club Penguin, which is a virtual world for kids. And I basically am in charge of creating art assets for this game and basically making the game look fun and exciting and approachable for kids. So I was never an actual graphic design major, but I didn't let that stop me from pursuing what I wanted to do. As a communications media major, I tried to look for mentors to help facilitate the dreams that I wanted to pursue. One of my mentors in particular was Dr. Drew Davidson, and he showed me that not only could I dream about being a graphic designer for video games and working in the video games industry, he showed me how to get there, you know, and that was a really big step for me, knowing that I had a dream, but also the map and the path to walk on to get to that position. Going to IUP has helped me, you know, dip my feet into many, many different disciplines and interests, and that has really helped me out a lot in my career. You would think that being a dance minor has absolutely nothing to do with anything, right, except dance. But that experience alone at IUP has helped me become an animator for Disney. Getting a sense of timing and movement translates really well from dance to animation. The class sizes at IUP are really small, but sitting in a smaller class and getting a lot of attention from your professors, amazing. Like, it's hard, it's difficult to really engage and absorb the knowledge that a professor gives to you in a large setting. One of the things that I really enjoyed about the small settings was that I was able to find good mentors. Dr. Lamberski, Dr. Drew Davidson, these people have all molded me and shaped me into becoming this fierce, you know, professional and really pursue my dreams. Growing up, our family didn't have a lot of money, and school and college was almost a pipe dream. IUP gave me that chance. I would not be where I am today if it weren't for the people at my college who placed their faith in me. Find your success at IUP.
At this internship, I feel like I met some amazing people. I think I've met people that will wind up being my friends for a long time.
Business is all about communication, dealing with your clients, being professional about it, And that's one thing that I will definitely be able to walk away with from this internship.
I think it's taught me how adaptive you have to be. You can specialize in a certain area of media production, but it has to apply to a wide range of mediums such as print, web, video, audio.
I do graphic design, so I've been working a lot with other graphic designers. I've done some website work. I've done logos, working with different companies, helping companies get off the ground.
Working with different clients is challenging but also very rewarding. You get a feel of what it's like to work in the real world environment and what the real work pace is like when working with clients. Sometimes they want things now, or sometimes things are not rushed at all.
Whenever you work at this internship, they don't treat you like you're a student. They treat you like you're one of their employees. And that's definitely what they wanted us to take away from it, how we're going to be treated in the field after we graduate.
Being able to do things that are actually professionally needed, like brochures or websites, rather than just random projects, gives me that real world experience because I know I'm going to be asked to do those things in the future, so it's nice to be prepared like that.
This internship is a lot of fun.
Great way to network.
A worthwhile experience.
It's incredible.
Great way to build a portfolio. Fantastic.
A great learning experience.
This internship is an amazing experience, and if you don't grab the opportunity, you're definitely missing out.
Hoover and Fairman back to receive the kick from Seister. 14-0 Red Dragons as we get underway in the second half. And Seister approaches, swings the leg, and it's going to be fielded by an up man, and that's Irvin, I believe, who's going to get down on it at the 32-yard line. Yeah, that's Craig Irvin, who did the wise thing on a wet football, just fall on it, give your team the football.
Yeah, he tried to pick it up right away, and as soon as he knew he wasn't able to get a good grip, just fell right on top of it. Smart play.
All right, so with the Red Dragons leading it by a score of 14-0. Here come the Marion Center Stingers. Phil Crook a little late getting out there to the huddle.
Marion Center needs Colton Fairman to get into a little bit of a rhythm as well.
Well, they're going to have to do it out of the run game off the bat. And so they've got Fairman and Hoover in the backfield. And here's Fairman trying the left side, moving the pile with him. And it's close to 5 yards as he pushed the pile a little bit, brought down by Purchase Line's William Seister, but nice tough run there by Colton Fairman.
And that's going to help. That's going to set up the the runs to the outside. Unfortunately, they've been getting into third and long situations an awful lot in the first half.
Everybody packed in here, with the exception of Bothell and his man, and so here comes Noah Hoover right side. He's got a hole. He's out to the 40, a first down, and brought down at the 42-yard line. Seister got him there, Grant Seister, but that is a 7-yard carry for first for Noah Hoover. So the Stingers come out moving the football on their first 2 carries.
And you keep moving it like this, you keep it on the ground. No need to put the ball in the air. It's unfortunate they've been getting stuffed. And in the first half, facing longer situations where they've had to throw the ball. Now they really don't. Keep moving it and see what happens.
Hoover on the wing on this down. Orr is going to fake it to Fairman and then try to follow him, but Purchase Line blows that thing up. And coming in to make that nice stop was Quentin Woods, who just got into the backfield and waited for the play to come to him. And that's going to be a loss of a yard for Blake Orr.
And some of these plays are just not able to utilize your speed, not able to get your footing necessarily on a wet field. Maybe just stay between the tackles with some of these plays. Just try to hit it and get as what you can.
Twin backs and Noah Hoover, the carry to the right side. Purchase Line defends it well. He got back the yard that was lost and a couple of more before he is brought down. And in on that stop for Purchase Line. Check that number there. Yeah, it was 35. Todd Green. It will be third down and about 9.
And unfortunately, this is the situation that they're in. When they lose yards on first down, and they're forced to not able to pick up the 2-3 yards a pop, you're at a 3rd and long and likely putting it in the air again.
Blake Orr is back to throw. Sets up, releases. Tipped out in the flat. Purchase line defends it well. And the Red Dragons hold defensively. Making that tip was the freshman once again. He's been a very, very impressive player, has Hunter Rice.
Yeah, and not to make excuses for Blake, but you're not able to put the touch on a pass like that you normally would. Maybe just lob it just out of the reach of the defender. Ball's a little heavier. It's harder to make that throw.
So Orr will stand on his 30. Punting it deep to Gavin Ewing. And this is a wobbler that's going to bounce at the Red Dragon 38, go out of bounds at about the 30, what are they going to give them? The 36, 37 yard line. So Purchase Line takes over there, leading at 14-0 with 9:45 to go in the 3rd quarter.
And so first down for Marion Center, but the Red Dragons, their defense is tightened up, and hey, give them a lot of credit. They've done a nice job here tonight defensively, really smothering that Marion Center offense, not allowing them to get any momentum.
Straight I formation. Alex Sunderland, the quarterback. He's got twins to the right. Hunter Rice and Grant Seister behind him. And he's going to give it to Seister. Off the right side, he looks for the edge. He's got 5. He's got 10 and almost was able to break that. Out across the 50, down to the 48-yard line. As Jake Bothell came up and made the stop that saved another 50 yards or so.
And a touchdown. That was a nice-looking run again. And credit the guys up front. They're opening the holes for Grant. He's finding enough running room, and he doesn't even have to make a whole lot of cuts or anything here, which would be difficult to do in a wet field. But
he got 16 there. It's 1st and 10. And the carry for Seister again off the left side. And he wants to get outside there toward the edge. And he does. He's to the 40-yard line, the 35, run out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. And there goes the trainer's table as everybody went piling into it. And they're going to give him right at the 30.
And Grant's just using his speed. He's just outrunning guys, just trying to get that angle to the sidelines or get around the end, using his speed. And if he can do that, he's popping some of these runs.
16 on one carry and 17 on the next. So he's got yardage piling up. And it is 1st and 10, Purchase Line, leading 14-0. Now at the Marion Center 30-yard line with 9:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. On the left hash, Sunderland brings his team to the line of scrimmage.
He's at 181 in this football game already.
Out of the eye. The turn and the carry is going to be an end around to Todd Green. He's got all kinds of real estate in front of him. He's got a blocker out there too. Irvin plays off of it. He spins off of one tackler and he gets it in. The touchdown, a 30-yard touchdown run from Todd Green. And the Purchase Line Red Dragons lead it 20-0.
Well, you're having so much success with Seister and the way he's running the football that you do one play fake to him and the entire defense is biting on that play fake, and who can blame them with the way things have gone? And all they had to do was just pull that football back and have Green going the other way, and you have the entire defense going towards us, Green going away from us, and boom, it's a huge play in the making. Just it was set up by all those effective runs by Seister. Just well blocked by Purchase Line.
All right, the extra point attempt from Grant Seister. Guys, you can't stand there. I need to see the clock. Move along. We're up here on top of Mount Molino, and there's 2 kids that have made the trek all the way up here to stand up here. All right. 8:57 to go. We're, I think, waiting to get a dry football for this extra point attempt. Oh, no, we've got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Purchase Line. And this will be a 15-yarder, and that'll eliminate any kick, one would think. Or are they going to assess it on the kickoff?
I think that's what they're going to do.
Well, if it was Marion Center's choice, well, they would want the better field position. The kick is going to go through. It is good. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. 21-0 Purchase Line on an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92 and the MSA Sports Network.
In the Communications Media Department, we have a wide variety of focuses to fit each individual's talents and interests. From our high-definition cameras and our professional editing software to our motion capture lab and everything in between. The Communications Media Department at Indiana University of Pennsylvania has what you need. Visit our website to find out more about video, photography, audio, graphics, and more.
And we are back at Molino Stadium where it is 21-0 Purchase Line. The kickoff will come from the 25-yard line after the penalty is assessed against the Red Dragons. So Marion Center looking for better field position. And Seister will kick it off. Hoover and Fairman are deep. They're still standing at their 20. I think they need to come up a little bit. But they can do that, I guess, while the ball's in the air and not let it get behind them. So pop-up bounces at the 38 of the Stingers right into the hands of Bothell. He's to the 40 and out to the 43 where he goes down there. Stingers trailing 21-0 with 8:52 left in the third quarter, and they desperately need some offense, and they need it now.
Well, it is their best field position too. They've been pinned back a lot to start out every drive that they've had offensively. So they need to get something going. I agree with them. That 1 point, as far as the extra point goes, doesn't make a difference. They got to find a way to score some touchdowns and just take it one drive at a time.
They have started tonight at their 20, at their 36, at their 16, at their 7-yard line, at their 33, at their 32, and now at their 43. And on first down, they run the end around and out to the 45-yard line and brought down at the 47-yard line for the Stingers is number 35. Can't be number 35, is it?
Hoover.
Is it Hoover 32?
Yeah, Noah Hoover. And part of the problem is that
they got 5.
With the running backs from Marion Center, as soon as they hit that hole with the line of scrimmage, they're having to dodge tacklers. Whereas the Purchase Line running backs, they've had running room. They're able to keep that momentum going into the second wave, third wave of defenders, and able to really get big yardage. Marion Center hasn't had that luxury.
Second down, and Welch comes in motion. The carry goes to Fairman, and nice job by Purchase Line to corral him, but then he drags people forward to the 50-yard line. He got a couple when he shouldn't have gotten any. And it was Seister who got him up around the shoulder pads, but he managed to pull free enough to get it forward. It's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, and that's tougher. Tougher to hold on to that and get a good grip and drag somebody down. But I think that's has a lot to do with the credit to the strength of Colton Fairman being able to power forward, because he could have lost a yard on that play.
7:40 to go, 21-0 Purchase Line. Well, right on the 50-yard line, it's 3rd down and 3 for Marion Center. Fairman the carry once again. And he is brought down right at about the marker. We'll wait and see. It's Seister again. Those two are battling all night long.
Boy, from up here it looks like he's got it just by a nose, but they may measure this.
They're going to bring the sticks out and take a look at it, but you were right. From here, it looks like a first down. And as they take a look at it, we'll take a timeout. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Football Friday on 92.5 FM U92, MSA Sports Network.
Students in communications media at Indiana University of Pennsylvania can focus on a variety of areas, including media promotions. Our promotion students learn their skills by working in a hands-on environment, gaining real-world experience. They learn how to use media to promote, produce, and manage events, and how media organizations operate. They create promotional campaigns and help clients pitch their services, products, and events. With excellent classes led by experienced teachers, the Communications Media Department at IUP is perfect for students interested in media promotions.
And we're back, and the officials do signal a first down for Marion Center at the Purchase Line 47. 7:15 on a rolling clock now, third quarter action, 21-0. Purchase Line with the lead. Stingers trying to put together their first scoring drive of the night. And Noah Hoover will get the carry and try the left side. Again, he's got guys on his back, but he manages to pull them forward. And he's got a nice yardage on first down. And that's Grant Seister again, who finds himself in on an awful lot of plays. It's a 5-yard carry for Hoover.
It's amazing he's not more tired than he would be. He's already got the 22 carries.
He's young.
Rushing the football. He's out there on defense as well. It's still the third quarter. Wow.
2nd down and 5. Welch comes in motion. Fairman gets the carry, and Colton takes some men. And boy, that's tough running there.
Yeah.
He was stopped about a yard short of the first down. He gets the first down by another 2.
Running backs are running very hard right now, both Fairman and Hoover. They're not going down easy, and it's tough. They're getting hit a lot. They're getting hit right away a lot of the time too. But they're powering with those legs.
Boy, they pulled that ball back. Give him 6 yards on the carry rather than the 7 that it looked like he had, and it's 1st and 10 from the 36 of Purchase line. And Blake Orr drops back to pass. He's going long, and it is intercepted inside the 10-yard line. The interception, and out to the 15-yard line, to the 20, and brought down there.
Todd Green.
I thought it was Todd Green, and it was. They might only give him the 19, but the interception and the pass was thrown to a spot where Green was the only man back there.
Kind of split the 2 receivers with that pass, and yeah, you're having some success running the football. I'm not sure why they went up to the air. They have had no success passing this football here in this game today.
So Purchase line will take over after the interception at their 19-yard line with 5:56 left in the third quarter. They lead it 26-0.
And that hurts. That hurts a lot for if you're a Marion Center Stinger fan, because they finally were moving the football down the field. 1st down and 10, tried to pop something, maybe catch them off guard. Purchase line was not fooled.
So on 1st and 10 out of the I formation, Alex Sunderland will give it to Grant Seister. And actually, I apologize. I said 19. It was actually, what, the 29?
Yes.
All right, so he got 3 on 1st down. And it will be 2nd down and 7 to go.
Keep an eye on Seister's totals here as he gets close to 200 yards. He's had a pretty impressive game here tonight.
Grant Seister is a junior, 5'10", 187. And it's 2nd down here and a long 7 for the Red Dragons. And here he comes again. Seister looks for some room. Can't find a whole lot of it. He's brought down. And it was Welch in on that tackle and Phil Crook for Marion Center. And they're going to say his knee was actually down back at the line of scrimmage, so no gain. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Clock rolls at 4:46, which is the best news of all if you're Purchase line, because you're just chewing it up here. The snap on 3rd down, and Seister's carry again. Marion Center corrals him, gets it to the 35.
Fairman got in there too, making a nice tackle, wrapped him up. That's going to slow him down.
Favor.
Yep, and that's going to force a 4th down and 4, so it's going to force a punting situation. So a good 3 and out after the turnover by the Marion Center defense, and gives that offense a chance to move the football again.
Well, they're looking for good field position. And Royce Bish has had a good night punting the football. And he'll stand here at his 23-yard line. And Hoover is back at his 35. And snap rolls back to him. He's in trouble. Bish is hit. And he's brought down. Phil Crook got to him. Marion Center's going to get great field position now. Bish could not get away. And where will they spot it? Probably out around the 14, I would guess. They're walking out across the 15 to the 16.
Ooh, that's...
Now the 17.
That's an awfully good spot if you're a Purchase line fan. I thought he was... he never really had possession of that football until he was behind the 15-yard line.
They're going to give him the 17, so Marion Center takes over at the Purchase line 17.
Low snap, and he couldn't get control of that football.
3:42 left in the third on 1st down. New quarterback in there is Craig Irvin. handoff comes to Hoover, and he's down to the 13-yard line, a pickup of about 4. And Blake Orr is just standing on the sideline, helmet off. So I don't know what the deal is with him, but Craig Irvin is the quarterback now.
Now Blake did come off hobbling earlier in the football game after slipping on a punt.
Second down. Hoover, he's got a hole. He's to the 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown run by Noah Hoover. Great blocking on the left side of that line by Marion Center, and they're on the board.
This second half, they moved the football a lot better on the ground, and that's what they've needed to do. That's their strength. That's what helps set up those pass plays as well. And, they credit their defense for getting a 3-and-out after that turnover, and then bam, you get a couple of good runs, and there you go. Back into the end zone, and that's what they needed. They needed a good score, put something on the board here. They're going for 2.
The 2-point conversion attempt. Irvin keeps it himself, looks for blockers, dives for the end zone. He got in. The 2-point conversion by Craig Irvin, and Marion Center has a bit of a spark. It's 21-8 with 3:07 left in the third quarter. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Football Friday on 92.5 FM U92, the MSA Sports Network, and IUP TV.
Creepy, kooky, mysterious, and spooky. Coming to IUP's Performing Arts Center, the Addams Family. Lively Arts Ovations proudly presents a terrific musical, sharp with fun for the whole family. Tickets go on sale September 24 at the Hub box office and IUPtickets.com.
Phil Crook to kick it off for Marion Center after the Stingers convert a turnover into a touchdown. The kickoff taken back at the 7-yard line. And Gavin Ewing is out across the 20 to the 25 and down at about the 29. I think that's where Purchase Line will take over. I guess it wasn't technically a turnover. It's turned over on downs after the fumbled punt snap.
Yeah, Marion Center didn't recover the football, but it was 4th down, and they brought the punter down after the bad snap.
They're going to give him the 17 here. 2:59 left in the third quarter. This is not out of reach if you're a Stinger, and I'm sure the Red Dragons realize that, and they want to chew it up a little bit more here. Maybe something along the lines of their first drive tonight. Hunter Rice is going to get the carry. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and dropped there. And coming up to make that stop was Matt Janosko.
Janosko was in there, helped to wrap him up.
Thought Jacob Rankin was there as well. But Janosko made the hit. No gain, second down. 2:35 left in the third.
Going to need that defensive front for Marion Center to step up even more here. Purchase Lines run the football very well for most of this game.
Twins to the left for the Dragon. Here's Seister. Seister fumbles the football. It's on the field. It's still loose. I think Sunderland, the quarterback, got it back for Purchase Line. The loss will be back to the 21-yard line. That just squirted out from Grant Seister.
Well, I'm trying to see who got in there to just got an immediate push and pushed the blocker right back into Seister. And when he did that, I don't think Grant was expecting it. Ball popped right out. That's a big loss.
6-yard loss will make it 3rd down and 16.
Rankin was back there. So was Thad Welch.
1:40 to go. Rankin's played a nice football game up front. So is Hawley, who lines up on the nose right now. Sunderland, the quarterback. They don't want to make a mistake here. He's back to pass. Lofts it out into the flat. He's got his man, but the reception will be only back to the original line of scrimmage for Ewing. No, that reception is made by 42, Quentin Woods. And they're actually going to spot him only about 4 yards on the reception, so they'll have to punt it from their 20. Now they do move it up. Okay, they're playing with me here.
Gave him about 6.
At any rate.
Yards. And either way, it's a good stop for the Marion Center defense. And
46 seconds left, a punt situation. And
Marion Center is still very much in this football game. If they can get something going here on this offensive drive, their defense has stepped up the last 2.
Watch this snap with that wet ball. He does get it off, and he drives them back again. Another great punt. And Purchase Line will kick it at the 36-yard line.
Now, shouldn't they give that to them at the – they should give it to him at the 35. That's what the one official is moving up and saying. You can't give it to him back there.
He saw it.
Just making sure.
Purchase Line's going to claim it, but, you know, they're kids. They'll do that. 24 seconds left in the third quarter, 21-8. Purchase Line with the lead, and Marion Center takes over. And they'll have the football at their 36-yard line.
And despite the dominance that Purchase Line has had in this game, for the most part, especially in the first half, Marion Center's defense has had a couple great stops. Their offense woke up a little bit here in the second half, and if they get a score here, we got ourselves a football game.
Craig Irvin remains the quarterback. And Noah Hoover started in motion. Now he does, but it's a false start, a 5-yard penalty on the Stingers. That's going to hurt. As they try to work their way back into this, Purchase Line certainly has been able to stand up to practically everything thrown at them tonight. That last drive, you can't blame Purchase Line's defense for a 17-yard drive.
Well, this is against Purchase Line, Todd.
Uh-oh, how did that happen?
They were saying they were in the neutral zone.
Boy, but Noah Hoover started and stopped.
And whether they must have said he was drawn, or not drawn off sides, but he was.
Purchase Line just committed the penalty first.
So
1st and 5 then for Marion Center with 24 seconds left. The football out to the 41-yard line. And Irvin will send Welch in motion. The carry belongs to Noah Hoover. He is picked up and dropped down.
Quentin Woods.
Quentin Woods once again. And it will be a loss of a yard, maybe even 2.
Noah made a bad mistake there. He tried to bounce it outside instead of just following his blocker, taking a couple of easy yards, and he bounced it outside and right into the arms of Woods. Can't always move it at the outside if it's not there.
They're going to let the clock wind out. That'll be the end of 3 quarters of football. 21-8, the lead for the Purchase Line Red Dragons over the Marion Center Stingers on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night. 92.5 FM, U92, the MSA Sports Network.
All your professors, all of them, they know that all it takes is one dreamer with passion, one person, and they hope in each of you that you might be that one who makes a longer-lasting light bulb, who writes music for the ages, who reaches into the mind and discovers a new star and who can change the world of a 5th grader. We're gathered here to hope in you.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Ouch, I just pinched my finger. We get ready for the final 12, 21-8. Purchase Line the lead. Marion Center facing 2nd down and 7. Football at the 40-yard line. And the carry goes to Colton Fairman, who's going to get a couple to the 42. And it will be 3rd down for Marion Center and 5 to go.
Still 4 down territory, being down by 2 scores, and this side of the football, well, they're still, I don't know.
They have to.
It's going to be tough.
But they don't have a throwing quarterback in there, so Purchase Line knows what's coming. That's the Stingers' problem right now.
And the ball is
Irvin fumbles the football. The center snap exchange goes bad for Marion Center. And
this one's a killer.
Acting as if Marion Center's on it, but Purchase Line isn't overly thrilled. So the loss will be back to the 40, and it will be 4th down, and Blake Orr has to come back on to punt, and he's not moving well at all. But he is the punter for Marion Center.
Ooh, and a penalty. Purchase Line was talking. They were not happy with the call that it stayed Marion Center football.
And
they were thinking
just
that they
gave it back to them.
Yeah, that's not a very smart penalty. Wow, 4th down it was going to be. Granted, you didn't get the football. You may have thought that you got it, but you're still going to get the football when they brought their punting team on.
They'll march at 15
bad mistake.
Into Purchase Line territory at the Red Dragon 45, 1st and 10 Marion Center. And
huge
Brandon
break
Overdorf
for the Stingers.
pulls one of his kids off the field.
Oh, he's not happy at all, nor should he be.
Irvin under center now, 1st and 10 Marion Center. Handoff, Noah Hoover lets a man go by, ducks his head, gets it inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line. Maybe down to the 42. Pickup of about 3. Now call it 2 and make it 2nd down and 8.
What was going to be Purchase Line football, where they could have just taken time off the clock and essentially ran this one out. But instead, you give the Stingers 15 free yards, a 1st down, and new life.
All right, well, it's 2nd down and about 8 to go for Marion Center, trailing at 21-8. And they pitch it left for Fairman. He's got a block out there, and he makes a move. He's down to the 35-yard line, the 30, the 25, and he keeps his feet going. He drove it down to the 21-yard line. Big run there by Colton Fairman.
Colton had some speed on the left side, was able to slip through a little bit of a seam to run. And, boy, then once he got it past the 30-yard line, just kind of bounced from tackle to tackle and bouncing off one guy to another and found a way to pick up some extra yards. We got an injured Red Dragon down there, too.
He's just fixing the back of the shoe. He got a flat tire. 22 yards on the carry there by Colton Fairman. And I think it might be Todd Green fixing the flat.
Some good blocking on the left side by the Marion Center Stingers, but what was impressive is the way Colton ran with the football once he was under some pressure there after he picked up about 10 yards. Then he started making some things happen on his own.
Well, the Stingers trailing at 21-8. The Red Dragons defense called upon to make a stop here. 1st and 10 Marion Center from the Purchase Line 21-yard line. Purchase Line leading this ball game by 13 points. Fairman and Hoover in the backfield behind Irvin, the quarterback. Irvin is going to run it himself. Gets beyond a man in the backfield and has positive yardage. Inside the 20 and down to about the 16-yard line. He picks up 5. Craig Irvin had to avoid an on-rushing guy in his own backfield.
Yeah, just outran him in the backfield and just out of the reach. If he's able to grab a hold of Craig, he's going to bring him down for a loss. But a good bit of speed there by Craig Irvin. Able to find some running room, and that's 5, maybe 6 yards.
2nd down and 5 for the Stingers. And Irvin with Fairman, his single back behind him. And he's going to give it to him. And
ball's on the ground.
Purchase Line says that they picked up a fumble. And so do the officials, the Red Dragons. The fumble by Marion Center is recovered by Purchase Line. I think coming up with that football was Jordan Johns. And the Red Dragon defense does make the stand that they needed to make.
Boy, I don't know if that handoff was ever really clean. Just seemed like that fumble happened so quickly after the handoff was made, right on the turf, or on the ground, excuse me, and wow. That's a big stop if you're the Red Dragons.
Their own 13-yard line is where they get this football. They lead it 21-8, and Brandon Overdorf is going to call on his offensive line to continue to make holes for Grant Seister here. On first down, Sunderland, the quarterback. He fumbles the football. He went to hand it off. His back was already past him. He went back and fell on it with McCullough bearing down, but it's all the way back at the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard loss.
Funny thing is, it stopped raining. And these fumbles are all happening now. I'm sure the field's still very wet, but it's not nearly as bad as it was just a little bit ago, and now just some mental mistakes.
They gave him the 7, so a 6-yard loss, 2nd and 16. And again, the back's in the eye, and the carry for Seister. Looking for room, not finding much. He gets to the 10.
They have tightened up on Seister. His first 2 carries here in the second half were for 16 yards and 7 yards. Since then, he's had 3, 0, 3, and 2.
James Hawley on the stop once again. Carry is out to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 13 for the Red Dragons. The clock is the factor here. 7:37 to go. Red Dragons hold a 13-point lead.
And they're not rushing. They're taking their time, using every bit of that play clock that they possibly can for every play, knowing that clock is an issue.
On 3rd down, backs in the eye, as is the case. Sunderland drops the snap. He has to go down, pick it up, and he pays a price as he got hammered. Marion Center came flying over after him. It'll be 4th down. Purchase Line's going to have to punt from their end zone. Second fumble by the Red Dragons on those 3 downs on that set. He lost a yard. And a timeout is called on the field with Purchase Line leading at 21-8 and 7:09 to go in the 4th. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Football Friday night. IUP TV, MSA Sports Network, and 92.5 FM, U92.
In the Communications Media Department, we have a wide variety of focuses to fit each individual's talents and interests. From our high-definition cameras and our professional editing software, to our motion capture lab and everything in between. The Communications Media Department at Indiana University of Pennsylvania has what you need. Visit our website to find out more about video, photography, audio, graphics, and more.
Boy, Royce Bish just boomed a punt out of his own end zone. Fielding it is Noah Hoover back at his 50. Hoover to the 40-yard line, the 35. Makes a cut, slips and slides. It gets down to the 30. Maybe the 31 will wait for the spot. Looks like they'll give him right to the 30. But Royce Bish has been just pounding the football as a punter all night long for the Red Dragons. He was standing 3 yards deep in his end zone. He boomed it out to the 50.
And that field looks like it's awfully slick down there. You're seeing kids slip and slide. And I know we've said that I made a comment just a bit ago that the football it stopped raining, so it's people are fumbling the football now. It seems awfully strange, but I think that field must be awfully slick from all the rain that we just got here in the first 3 quarters.
6:55 to go in the 4th quarter. It is 21-8. Purchase Line with the lead. Marion Center with the football. 1st and 10 at the Red Dragon 30. So their drive was stopped a few moments ago by the fumble, but they're right back. And it looks like Blake Orr is back out there at quarterback.
Smart time out there, too. Under 7 minutes left to go here, and you have a chance to get a quick score on the board.
And Orr, he gives it to Irvin, who wants to throw. And it's just a little bit too high for Hawley, the intended receiver. How about that? They bring their passing quarterback in. They hand the football off to their to their running quarterback, and he throws it. Actually, that intended receiver was Derek Simpson. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, it was a good idea for a play, and Irvin had some time to throw the football, but just couldn't get it to Simpson, who was he was open, but not wide open.
Triple receiver stacked to the left. This is Irvin back at quarterback, and he comes running the other way. A little dipsy do, and what a move by Irvin, and he's down to the 15-yard line. He just started skating around in there, and they didn't know where he was going, and he ends up down all the way. They're going to give him the 13.
He was headed towards the outside and saw that Purchase line just had that sealed off and made a quick cut inside. And that was just a fantastic move by Irvin to get inside and get inside of the defenders.
They rushed to the line of scrimmage. He got 17 on that carry. First down, he fumbles the snap. He dives back on it. But we've had a lot of fumbled snaps and exchanges here in this football game here in the second half.
Yeah, not been clean in both teams. So that's obviously awfully slick down there on the football field. So keep an eye on that here for the remainder of this football game. Still over 6 minutes left.
And Irvin rolls out to his right, looks to pass. In the end zone, he's got his man. Touchdown! Noah Hoover makes the sliding catch for the touchdown for Marion Center, and here come the Stingers.
And that was a great-looking play. If Irvin wanted to, he had enough room. He might have been able to run that ball into the end zone. He had a wide open on the right-hand side, but Noah Hoover coming across the middle, he was wide open. Just a nice-looking throw, good catch, and the Stingers still in business here. 6 minutes left to go. Very good timeout that was called on that right before fourth down.
21-14. Remember, they got their two-point conversion a while back, and so this two-point conversion attempt would pull them even closer. And Irvin rolls to his left. He wants to throw, lofts it into the end zone. He's got his man, Hoover. Craig Irvin is making some things happen here for Marion Center. 21-16 with 6 minutes even left in the fourth quarter. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night. 92.5 FMU 92, the MSA Sports Network.
Students in communications media at Indiana University of Pennsylvania can focus on a variety of areas, including media promotions. Our promotion students learn their skills by working in a hands-on environment, gaining real-world experience. They learn how to use media to promote, produce, and manage events, and how media organizations operate. They create promotional campaigns and help clients pitch their services, products, and events. With excellent classes led by experienced teachers, the Communications Media Department at IUP is perfect for students interested in media promotions.
Trailing 21-0, Marion Center puts up 2 scores with 2 two-point conversions. They are now within 21-16. Phil Crook has the ball on the tee. Purchase Line has a hands team out there just in case there is a setup for an onside kick. I don't think you're right. You said I don't think there will be one. Phil Crook is going to approach, pooch it down there, and it's going to go out of bounds. That's bad play there.
Yeah.
Because that gives Purchase Line the football out at the 35-yard line.
Well, 6 minutes left to go in the game, and the Marion Center defense has played well here in the last couple of possessions. Plus, you got a slick football field. You got some troubles with the snaps from the center to the quarterback. So no need to onside kick that one. Unfortunately, the ball went out of bounds, so that makes it even more difficult. But it'll be moved to the 35-yard line, which isn't quite as bad as it could be.
Now, how do they get a second off the clock there? No one touched it. The clock doesn't start until somebody from the receiving team touches the ball.
That's $1 million question.
All right, well, it's 35-yard line.
It's gone.
6 minutes to go. Purchase Line with the football. They hand off to Grant Seister. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Plays off of one tackle. He fumbles the football. It's on the field still. It looks like Marion Center has it, do they? They do at the 45-yard line. Marion Center.
Wow. Wow, is this something? And Seister, give him credit. He was just trying to fight forward to get some extra yards because he was hit in the backfield, broke a tackle, was able to get back to the line of scrimmage and was fighting for extra yards, but not able to hold on to that football. Not that he didn't have it well protected, but it's slick.
Now, trailing at 21-16, a touchdown for Marion Center gives them the lead in this football game without a conversion.
And because of the fact that they got that football back so quickly, they don't have to really hurry this up. They can take their time with it.
They've got 5 minutes and 49 seconds and 45 yards to go. That's still a lot of ground to make up. Back to pass is Irvin. He's going to keep it himself. There's a penalty marker. He's going to get it forward for only about 2. And this will be against Marion Center, so that hurts the Stingers' cause a lot. Helps the Red Dragons, though.
Yeah, the Red Dragons had some pressure, and Stingers' offensive line forced to hold. Got caught there with the hand in the cookie jar, so that's pushing that football back, and it's going to be even longer.
They were caught at the 50-yard line, so 5 yards back. It ends up, in effect, being a 15-yard penalty all the way back to their 40. They need the 35 of Purchase line for the first down.
Yeah, that's a big penalty. So fumbled by the Red Dragons, but that penalty by Marion Center, that makes things awfully more difficult.
All right, so it is 1st and 25. Noah Hoover will try the right side and look for the edge. He makes a cut. He's got 5 yards, 6, 7, before he's brought down. 2nd down and very long coming up.
Well, you know, if you can run the football a couple of times like that, then you're setting up 3rd or 2nd or 3rd or 4th and a little more manageable. Still 2nd down and what looks like 17 yards.
17 to go. He got 8 on the carry. The football out to the 47, close to the 48-yard line. And Irvin, he wants to keep it himself. Caught in the backfield and thrown to the turf. That's a man that's made some plays tonight, Quentin Woods. Caught up to Irvin coming from the backside. Threw him to the turf. That is a loss of 5 yards. And 3rd down coming up.
That's a great play by Woods. Irvin tried to sneak out of the grasp of him and just a nice looking play. Held on to him, wrapped, or was able to drag him down, did not let go. That's a big play there.
3rd down now, and 23. They set up a backside swing, and Hoover drops it. 4th down coming up. So the screen pass does not work. It falls incomplete. 4th down, and if you're Marion Center, there's 4:18 left. They definitely have to punt this football.
Well, Hoover was had a defender bearing down on him too as he was about to catch that ball, and the ball was thrown a little bit high as well. So they are going to punt this one away. Still got 2 timeouts, so if they can get a couple of stops here, they still are in business. But Purchase line, that's a big play by their defense, helped by the penalty, but then a couple big defensive plays by Woods.
Dragons not even putting anybody back to receive this punt from Blake Orr. And it's going to bounce at the 24-yard line, roll inside the 20 to the 15, and that's where Purchase line will take over. The Red Dragons with 4:07 to go in the 4th, leading it by a score of 21-16, and they get the football back. That fumble did not cost them.
No, but field position's still an issue here, and the way that these teams have been putting the ball on the ground, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I think, you get a 1st down or 2 if you're Purchase line, you're in great position here to keep a hold of the lead of this football game. But
all right, here they come from their 15-yard line, and they will have the I formation with Seister, and the carry will come to the freshman fullback, and Hunter Rice is going to get a couple. And he'll be brought down at the 17, a pickup of 2.
Purchase line, if you're smart, you just run some very safe running plays.
Tonight's football game will be heard on Tuesday night and seen on Tuesday night on IUP TV, 8 o'clock. And then rebroadcast on Wednesday and Thursday at 8 o'clock. Fog rolling in here at Molino Stadium, adding to the mystery of the evening.
You'll see a timeout after this play if there's a good stop.
2nd down and 8. Purchase lines, Grant Seister gets the carry up the middle. He's got a lot of room, and there he goes. Grant Seister is busting it. He's to the 50, the 40, and nobody is going to catch him. Seister takes it all the way. 83 yards for Grant Seister on the touchdown.
Well, that'll help his overall numbers. Certainly puts him over 200 yards, over 250 yards. That's, wow. That young man has had himself a night, and he's been kept quiet for a good bit of this second half. But, boy, he woke up when they needed him to. Some good blocking on the left-hand side, and, well, actually, that was right near the middle of the offensive line.
Yeah.
And Grant just ran through the hole, and, boy, they weren't catching him.
2 plays, 85 yards, took 1:01. Our drive summary brought to you by Wood Chevrolet of Plumville. A Wood deal is a good deal. Seister just runs at 83 yards for the touchdown. Now he has to kick an extra point. And he did. So the kick is good, and the Red Dragons extend their lead. 28-16 with 3:06 to go in the fourth on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night. 92.5 FM U92, the MSA Sports Network.
Ever since I was young, I've had a passion for being creative. So choosing IUP for interior design was an easy decision.
I wanted a school with smaller class sizes.
Cutting-edge technology. Access to the greatest internships.
A place where I could challenge myself while exploring my creative abilities.
IUP's interior design program has all of this and more. The program provided me with opportunities to get involved and gain the real-life experience I need to be successful. IUP Interior Design. Sometimes you just know. For more information, visit iup.edu.
It is 28-16. Purchase line gets the touchdown run, 83 yards from Grant Seister, and extends their lead back to 12 points with 3:06 left in the fourth quarter. And Marion Center looked like they were setting up for a great comeback. The purchase line not only held them off, but then the Red Dragons put a score on of their own. This kick will be fielded at the 23-yard line, out to the 30. And brought down at about the 31, maybe the 32.
Grant Seister, 26 carries, 273 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the night here tonight. So he is...
Tonight's work.
Yeah, he's done some nice work here tonight.
Marion Center's Jake Bothell with the return out to the 31, so that's where the Stingers take over.
And that penalty, that holding penalty against Marion Center on that last offensive drive was just a killer. It was put them back at 1st and 25, and they never recovered.
Blake Orr is back at quarterback. He hits Derek Simpson on the slant across the middle. And Simpson's going to get it out to the 48-yard line. So Marion Center gets Orr back in there to throw the football for them. And right away, they're actually going to give him the 50. They give him a 19-yard reception.
But the clock's still running under 3 minutes.
Hurrying up here. From midfield, 1st and 10. And Irvin is back at quarterback on this play. And he rolls to his right. And now he's in trouble. He gets up that sideline and out of bounds, and because he did, he'll stop the clock. And the pickup will be about 3 yards.
Craig has shown some elusiveness in his football game. It looks like he's been able to...
Now here comes Orr back, and they're going to alternate quarterbacks.
That's an interesting way of doing it. And they're both pretty effective quarterbacks.
You know what the play is going to be anyway. If you're standing there beside the coach getting it, you're not waiting for somebody to bring it in to you. Orr is back to pass. Blake pumps once. Now he releases, going for the far side for Hoover. Jump ball. And on the ground, it's incomplete. The defender slipped down, and it actually went through the hands of Noah Hoover. And actually, the receiver on the ground, the defender, Quentin Woods, almost had it fall right into his hands.
Yeah. Just a gift from above, literally.
3rd down and 7. And Irvin back out there now. And Stinger's going to have to go for 2 plays here. 2:34 to go. And Craig Irvin steps under center and drops to throw. Sets up the screen. He's got his man. It's Noah Hoover looking for some room. Gets by one man. and gets the football forward to the 45-yard line, but he stopped there. And that was actually Colton Fairman on that reception.
Jordan Johns on the tackle, but
really a 2-yard gain at its 4th down and 5 with 2:10 to go. Marion Center trailing this football game by a score of 28-16.
Red Dragons defended that very well. Had a lot of guys in the backfield. They weren't all going after the quarterback. A couple of them stayed back near the receiver, the guy catching the screen.
Blake Orr back to pass. Gets by an on-rushing defender. Now he slips and falls. He tripped and stumbled forward. It's going to be a loss of 2. And Purchase Line will take over on downs. The Red Dragon defense steps up once again.
And the Red Dragons look as if they're going to hold on to win this football game.
PL will take over at their own 47-yard line.
It's been quite an interesting game, too. A game really I thought the Red Dragons dominated the first half of. And in the second half, I thought for large parts of it, Marion Center really took control of the game after a little bit. And just near the end here, Purchase Line made the right plays, and the Stingers, unfortunately, didn't for Marion Center fans. But you're a Red Dragon fan, boy, you got to like the way they're running the football.
First down, and we'll hand the football off. I believe Hunter Rice. They went power I that time. Yeah, it was Hunter Rice. Other scores, Penns Manor 20, Blairsville 7, Greensburg-Salem 21-14 over Indiana. Indiana led that one 14-0.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
It is a 1-yard gain for Hunter Rice, and the clock rolls at 1:20. And does Dave Malicki even stop it? I don't think he's going to. Greensburg-Salem scores again, 28-14. And here, Purchase Line really only needs to run another play or so before they can take the knee. They'll hand it off to Rice again. And he'll get another yard. The clock inside a minute now at 55 seconds. And Marion Center is going to call the timeout. Trailing at 28-16, it is an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Football Friday on 92.5 FM U92 and the MSA Sports Network.
It's the most anticipated concert of the year, a B.E. Taylor Christmas, coming to the Cavalcha Complex December 20th. The B.E. Taylor Christmas Concert.
Feel the love of Christmas. It's never out of style.
Renda Broadcasting's Teddy Bear Fund Drive, in cooperation with S&T Bank, present a very special evening at the Cavalcha Complex.
Oh, come all ye faithful.
December 20th.
Did you know your baby?
Come share in this breathtaking celebration of holiday spirit. Tickets are on sale now.
So this is Christmas.
Tickets for a B.E. Taylor Christmas are on sale now at 1-800-298-4200 or online at cavalchacomplex.com. The magic of a B.E. Taylor Christmas returns December 20th.
On 3rd down and 8, the handoff goes to Hunter Rice once again, his 3rd straight carry, and the freshman gets it forward. It will be a 3-yard gain, and Purchase Line leading at 28-16 with 49 seconds left. Dave Malicki will call one more timeout, and so will we. On an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Football Friday, 92.5 FM U92, MSA Sports.
In the Communications Media Department, we have a wide variety of focuses to fit each individual's talents and interests. From our high-definition cameras and our professional editing software, to our motion capture lab and everything in between. The Communications Media Department at Indiana University of Pennsylvania has what you need. Visit our website to find out more about video, photography, audio, graphics, and more.
4th down and 5 for Purchase Line. Are they actually going to punt this football? They're back there in punt formation. Bish has been fantastic on the punts tonight. He's going to kick a little line drive that'll be fielded at the 15-yard line by Noah Hoover. He goes down. It's fumbled and picked up by Purchase Line, and they're going to carry it back to the 6. 38 seconds to go. Purchase Line gets the football right back. And Jake Bothell may have hurt himself there. He's got an ankle, it looks like.
Yes, he did, and
boy, you hate to see a kid get hurt at the end of the game.
Especially in this situation. But Hoover was just looking to make something happen. Noah was looking to try to break something, and the ball is just a little bit slick. Didn't protect it as well as he'd like to. Got knocked loose. Don't know really if he ever had full control of that ball anyways.
38 seconds left.
I wonder
they
if
take over at the Marion Center 5. Yeah, you're thinking victory
just
formation.
Knee right here.
Sunderland does step under center. He will take the knee, and they will run out the clock. The Purchase Line Red Dragons defeat the Marion Center Stingers 28-16. And our First Commonwealth Bank post-game show is next for a relationship with a bank that puts you first. Think First Commonwealth Bank, FBC member FDIC. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Football Friday on 92.5 FM U92 and the MSA Sports Network.